So when we evaluate an author's appeal and authority, we want to take into consideration a couple of different things. We want to take into consideration his or her effective use of rhetorical effects and emphasis. The section we looked at a couple of minutes ago, how the author is able to come across and use rhetorical effects, and what the emphasis is like when he or she writes. We also want to take into consideration whether the author is actually an authority. Is it legitimate? Is it a debatable authority? For example, say you're an expert on hydroxypropylmethylcellulose, and you're writing, maybe you quoted that person on fish migration. That wouldn't make any sense, because that person is not a legitimate authority in the subject that you want. Maybe that person's a legitimate authority in something else, but it doesn't apply to this situation. Also, we should consider whether there is a bias in the authority's opinion. Maybe the authority has a one-sided issue, which may not necessarily be bad, but we want to kind of consider the objectivity about what the authority says and the opinion that's used. How is the authority an authority in what's being said? What sort of background does that person have? Evidence that's used, etc., etc. Is this authority a lone wolf in his or her field? Just say, let's go back to the example of something really obscure, something esoteric. And you say you're an expert in the field because there's nobody else. There's nobody else in the field that does what you do. So does that make you the expert? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Something to consider. Also, whether the claim made is within the authority's area of expertise. This is what I mentioned a minute ago. You want to make sure that that person is within the range of what you're writing about. That person should be an expert in the subject about what's being said. If you take that person, also when you're writing your paper and you're taking evidence, you want to take evidence from someone that supports the idea of what you're saying. Not just because the person is a recognized name, but you want to use that to support your evidence, support your argument in a logical way, and make sure that the author has authority in what's being said.